What's up, guys? I wanted to keep the videos consistent, and I actually took this past weekend off, so I decided I was going to make a little video about the gear and stuff I bring when I go hunting on public land. That helps me, and also for people who are interested in hunting public land but aren't sure what they should bring or anything, and I thought it'd be cool. 2 weekends ago, I did go hunting and I filmed and stuff, but I made 2 all-day sits Saturday and Sunday because the rut was getting here, and I seen 2 does lunchtime on Saturday, and I was really expecting a buck to be following them or something, but that didn't happen. And those were the only deer I seen. There's still good signs, still fresh scrapes popping up, but didn't see any deer really. So that's why I didn't really post a video last week. But I wanted to post something this week just to keep the videos flowing, and so I decided to do this gear video. But next week, the hunt videos should be rolling out like normal, unless nothing happens. Can't really do anything about that. There's only so much I can do. But I like to keep my videos short and simple, so let's just get right into it. Most people that hunt have this already. Backpack, you're gonna need it. Usually I just go to Academy or something and find a backpack I like and I buy it. I'm not really particular on brands. All I want from a backpack really is that it has pouches to hold water, and this one actually has a zip pouch on each side that can hold water, but it's really nice because I can fit 2 bottles of water in each pouch. That's a plus for me. I also like a backpack that has a lot of these straps with clips on them. It's actually really useful for when you find like a shed or like a old skull or something. You can clip it on there. So as an example, here's a nice skull that I actually found last year, and I found it and I just clipped it to my backpack. You can take those straps with the clips that's on the backpack, and you just clip them on there, tighten them down. And normally I would use as many straps as I could fit around the horn so they don't fall off, but I mean, just that, it's on there pretty good. So, for me, personally, I like water storage, and I like these clip things. That's about it for me as far as backpacks go. I don't really need anything fancy, really. So I'm going to just jump into the stuff that I bring in the backpack. The first item on my list, which has always been really important to me, is the GPS. We've always used the Garmin's. I don't know what model this is, but it's literally just has a screen and a button and some on the sides. It's really easy to use. You turn it on, it starts acquiring satellite signal, and then once it has enough, you're good. And really reliable. One thing I will say is wait till it has good signal, and this one shows you like I guess the leeway it has on how many feet or whatever. But wait until it's down to like, I don't know, 15 foot or something, to where you have really good signal, because sometimes you'll mark a spot. I know I've turned my GPS on before and then just marked the spot and then turned it off, and you'll notice that the marker's a little bit off. So I guess you could just keep that in mind. One thing I did want to show is have this old rangefinder holder, and it had a little carabiner clip or whatever on there, and I kind of just repurposed it into my GPS holder, because this one didn't come with a lanyard or anything, so I have it clipped onto the backpack strap and throw it in there. There's a little magnet in this pouch and good to go. Hasn't fallen out on me yet, but I guess we'll see. I think the next important thing that I bring with me is a compass, and I don't have it with me. So another important thing I bring with me into the woods that pairs really nicely with the GPS is actually a compass. I think even if you don't have a GPS or anything, you should be bringing a compass with you. It'll help you out in a tight spot. I've lost my GPS before, dropped it in water, and a compass really comes in handy. But there's not really much to say about a compass. Shows you what direction is which. One thing is that on the GPS, usually you can go into the settings, and you can change your GPS orientation to where on the screen north is always up, and then you can take your compass You find out where north is, and it just makes it easier to navigate and everything, really. But you'll be looking at GPS to see where you are. It's usually a little triangle in the middle, and let's say a big buck spot is northeast of you. So, you know, you put the compass north, and you're like, okay, I'm going that way. And then that little triangle, it kind of shows where you're facing, and it'll kind of move with you so you know you're going the right way. Some GPSs will have a built-in compass on there that'll show up on the screen. I don't really rely on that. So I use my compass, you know. Now, I'm not going in any particular order anymore. I'm just kind of grabbing stuff out. Next thing I have here is my safety harness strap. Strap you put on your tree. Most people know this, should be wearing it. It's really nice to have. I don't have my safety harness with me right now. I'm not going to go get it. I've already walked downstairs and gotten too many things. But I have that in my backpack too. But for the most part, I don't really keep it in my backpack. I just wear it out there and get my stand, and I already have it on. So put my strap around the tree and hook up, and I'm good to go. Since I took the weekend off, I'm also kind of using this video as a check to make sure I have everything in my bag. The next item is just like a 30-foot rope, and it has a little carabiner clip on there. And this is my pull rope, so I'll attach it to my gun or my bow, and then I'll tie that to the bar on my stand. And I use a tree climber, by the way. I know a lot of people use lock-ons or them tree saddles or whatever. I grew up using a tree climber. It's really simple, 2 platforms. The top one has a seat, the bottom one's literally a platform. You connect the cables to the tree, and then you inchworm your way up the tree. I also have a second top for my stand that doesn't have a bar around it, so I can shoot my bow while I'm sitting down. But I tie this off to the top part, and when I get up there, I just pull my gun or my bow up and then take it off and throw it back in my backpack. This is something really nice to have. It really sucks when you forget it. But like I said, on that backpack, you got them clips. So with your bow, you can just use those clips, and I've done that a lot. Just clip it to your backpack, and then you can get in your tree climber and climb up. I don't know how good that would work on like a lock-on or anything. I have one. I've been meaning to get familiar with it and use it. Just haven't yet. But yeah, get your pull rope. Next item out of our bag is a knife. This one's a Gerber gut hook. I actually got it for Christmas last year, and it was pretty cool. My uncle got it for me, and I shot a 6-point like a few days after that, and I used a gut hook. It was really nice. Before that, I just had a regular knife, and it's not bad gutting them with that, but that gut hook just makes it really easy. You should be bringing a knife with you, because if you shoot something, you're gonna need to gut it and drag it out or something. A knife's just also really handy to have. You're at camp, you cook steaks or something, you cut them up, whatever. Y'all know. I mean, you should know. One more thing I'd like to say about knives is get you a sturdy one. Get you one that's thick, that you can really hold on to. When we gut deer, we really like to cut the brisket. Cut up the brisket, to the base of the neck, really. And it's just easier to get your arms in there and cut the heart and the lungs out and everything. It just gives you more room in the cavity, cut everything out. And that sturdy knife, that's thick. I've had a knife break on me while doing that. But having a nice sturdy knife, it's just easier to rip through that brisket and everything, and it really helps out. Next item is a flashlight. It can be any flashlight you want. It's going to get dark on you though, and you're going to want to get to your spot before daylight probably, I would assume. So bring your flashlight. I really like the headlamps. For the longest time, I just used a regular like handheld LED flashlight. There's a lot of times where you just have to hold it in your mouth, and that kind of sucks. You drool all over it. The headlamp's nice. You put it on your head, and your hands are free. So get you a good flashlight, and make sure you bring extra batteries. That's probably the next thing I'm going to pull out. And here they are, some AA batteries. I also have AAAs, but I'm not going to pull those out too. Bring multiple sets of batteries for your flashlight and your GPS. You don't want those dying on you. They're important, so just throw some batteries in there. Put them in a Ziploc. I don't know, just bring them. What I have here is a tape measure. Over here in Texas, there's other states and areas that have antler restrictions, but over here We have a 13-inch rule, so they have to be 13 inches wide in their inside spread. Okay, this isn't going to help me while I'm in the stand, but when you shoot one, it's always gives you some peace of mind to walk up there and confirm that he is 13. We got a bunch of pins here. That's for tagging a deer. Pretty simple. Now, I don't know how most people do it, but when tagging a deer, just because I was just talking about them pins, we always attach the tag with electrical tape. Keep a roll in my bag. I've seen people use like a zip tie, or some people like stuff it in the deer's ear or something. I like the electrical tape a lot because you can stick, like on a buck, you can stick it on the base of his horn, and on a doe, I mean, you can do it on a buck too. You can stick it on their leg, and you can take that electrical tape and wrap it really, really tight a few times over. And that tag is not going anywhere once you do that. I don't know, just the way we've always done it. But you can bring zip ties or something if you want to. But that's just what I bring. The next item I have is it's this little handheld knife sharpener. It's pretty nice because sometimes when you go to gut a deer or something, or you're at the camp, you know, cutting meat up or whatever, maybe your knife's dull, and you just do it a few times with a knife sharpener and you're good to go. The next thing I have here is a Thermocell. Now, I don't know how bad the mosquitoes are in the other parts of the country. Here in Texas, they get bad, but in Louisiana, my God, they are horrible. I use mosquito spray too. When they're really bad, I'll put mosquito spray on. I keep that in my truck and I'll put it on before I leave. But I'll also put this on. I mean, this thing's awesome. I would recommend getting one if you have mosquito problems. It has a little clips on there, and you can just put it around the bar of your stand or a branch or something. Put it somewhere and turn it on, and it'll keep the mosquitoes away. This is one of my most important things that I bring. That Thermocell uses a little butane cartridge, and you put these little pads on there, and it heats up like a little metal piece, and this pad goes on there, and then it makes like smoke, and it keeps the mosquitoes away. But if you get one, make sure you can buy boxes of the refills, and it'll come with like 2 of these and like 50 of those. I keep refills in my backpack too. I don't want to run out of these little pads. Pretty important. So I have an item or two here in my bag that's from bow season, and one of them I actually do keep in my backpack during rifle season. Not that I ever really need it, but it's kind of nice to have, and you can kind of use it as like a binoculars kind of in a pinch. It's a rangefinder. If you're bow hunting, bring this. You all know what it does. You click it, finds a range. But I don't ever really use this in the rifle season. But it's kind of more of a bow season exclusive. And the other thing I have here is I don't know where this came from, but it's just a little box, plastic little box thing, and it opens up. And what I use this for is I have like some paper in there just to keep the things I put in there mushed down and keep them from rattling. Is extra broadheads, and since I shoot them rage, I got the shot collars in there too. But it's just nice to have in case you need to switch a broadhead out, or I don't know. It's cool. It's nice to have. The other item that I usually have during the bow season too, it's the third one, and that's really it for bow season, is my release. When I get back to my truck, the release goes straight back into the backpack. I do not want to forget that in my bow case or whatever. Sometimes I'll wrap it around the handle of my bow, but usually I stick it in my backpack every time, just so no matter what, I'm going to have it when I get out there. I think that's about it though. The only things I didn't have here in my backpack were my safety harness and my release. The release not as important because it's rifle season now, but I do carry it during the bow season. But yeah, that's really it. You know, I bring camera stuff with me, but I mean, I don't think most people going hunting are going to be carrying that with them, so I didn't include it. But besides that, that's about all I bring with me. I mean, I bring my wallet and everything too, but as far as like equipment and gear, That's really all I need. You could bring more if you wanted to, other things, but that's how I do it. That's it for this video. Next week on Thursday, I'll be posting another hunting video, and hopefully we'll have some action. Me and my dad are going to be doing we're doing this public land challenge thing, and what it is in the national forest we're going to. We both looked at the map last night, and we just kind of picked some random spots that we thought were interesting, and we're just gonna go hunt them, like spots we've never been to before. And we're kind of having like a competition to see who can get on deer and shoot one. So that's what I'll be filming this coming weekend, and hopefully we'll have a cool video out for y'all on Thursday. But thanks for watching. I hope this helps people, mainly people that maybe have never hunted before and want to go hunt some public land, or people that do hunt but they've always wanted to go hunt public land. Don't be intimidated by it. Just go. It's awesome. But thank y'all for watching. I'll see y'all next time.